Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-July 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Virgo. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at it's wrapping up and coming to a close, the last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for the month of July. We're also going to take do a column on money, a column on love, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, getting started in column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close, Virgo. We have the card, I Am Destined. For whatever reason, this card gives me such peace of mind. So this could go either way. Things were really good, and the stars aligned, and it was destined to happen. Or you did everything you possibly could, and something still didn't happen the way you planned it to. Whatever happened, it's okay to know that it was destined and it was meant to happen that way. So it could be good or it could be not quite what you wanted, but at the end of the day, nonetheless, it was destined to happen, Virgo. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what cards we've got coming through here. The first card we have is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a patient card, so I would say this is something you've been waiting for, this is something you've been wanting, and finally the stars aligned and it came to fruition for you. This is also a new job, raise, or some sort of money news card, so money very well could be playing a part in that as well. The next card that we have is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very free-spirited, very creative. Again, it's like this nice sense of freedom because it's like we finally got what you've been wanting here, Virgo, which is so cool to see. And at the bottom here, we have the Strength card. The Strength card's a card of self-love, unconditional love, self-respect. This is very, I don't want to say it like that. I was going to say this is like very self-serving, but that's not what I mean. I don't mean it in a bad way, but it's like this new opportunity is something that you really love, so you feel good about it. It's something where you'll be respected, where you'll be appreciated. So it's taking good care of you, but those around you will be taking good care of you as well. Also a card of courage to take on these new beginnings. So let's go ahead and take a look at clarifiers now. First up, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a card of being very confident, being very self-assured. It does seem that we're taking on something new, so let that stay top of mind. Own it. You deserve it. You're worthy. You've worked hard to get where you're going, Virgo, so embrace it and go into it confidently. The next card we have the Knight of Wands on top of the Knight of Wands. If you've seen my videos before, you know I love when this happens. It's the universe saying, I said what I meant. Very clear message. Again, there's just a sense of freedom, this sense of getting what we finally wanted. It's so motivating and, again, very good feel. And at the bottom here, we have the Seven of Swords. This is kind of you packing up. You're ready to make this move. This is a transition you've been ready for. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to what's coming for the remainder of July. You have a summary affirmation card of I am the crown of creation. When we get this card, Virgo, we have to understand that anything is possible. And these are like prime times for you to be focusing on what you want and manifesting what you want, creating what you want for yourself. So really capitalize on this period of creation that you're coming into. But let's take a look and see what messages we've got here. First up, we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of putting in the hard work. I like it though because when I see the Eight of Pentacles, it's like you put in the hard work and you're going to reap the benefits of it. This is also getting really good at something. Hopefully you're getting really good at creating the things that you want. How amazing would that be? But this is, again, increasing skills, getting really good at something. But this is also being able to enjoy what you're doing. So make sure you're focusing on creating things that you enjoy. The next card that we have is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a busy card. When I see it, I know that you're going to have a busy next few weeks or month. You see there's something different happening in each of these cups, and that's kind of how the month goes. So lots of different things come up when we see this card, Virgo. This is also kind of non-committal, and going back to the creation card, we have to be very clear on what we want. So be aware of this non-committal energy. In order to create, in order to manifest, in order to bring things to fruition, we have to be all in and very clear on what we want. So be cautious of that kind of lingering non-committal energy. You could be non-committal simply from the fact that you're just so busy though too. And at the bottom here we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a great card. This is being in a position of power. This is being able to make moves, take charge. So again, you're really in the position this month to capitalize on creating the things that you want here. Let's take a look at our clarifiers here really quick. Up first, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is about being intentional, being strategic. Again, get clear on what you want, who you want to be, where you want to go. The next card that we have is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card of being very traditional, being very conventional. I feel like your routine is going to get spiced up this month solely for the fact that it's so busy here, Virgo. So just be aware of that. Also though, so the Hierophant is a card of expectations. And it's like, I think what's coming is better than your expectations, but you're non-committal because you're worried it's maybe not going to meet expectations. So the Hierophant is coming through as exceeding expectations, so hopefully that resonates and makes sense there for you. And at the bottom here, the Empress is such a nice card to pair with our Crown of Creation. The Empress is a card of abundance. It's a card of creation. So again, be very clear on what we want. Take charge. Know who you want to be. Know where you want to go. And really capitalize on these next few weeks to get that creation going. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. We have a quick money message to start with here. It says, remember all transactions are an investment of your energy. Ensure that you are investing things that raise your personal vibration and the vibration of those around you. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. First up, we have the Chariot. The Chariot was once described to me as the vroom vroom card. It means there's action, there's change. We're on a journey. We are making progress here. An interesting thing with the Chariot too, sometimes you don't always know where you're going, but you can have faith that the Chariot is taking you to the right place. So know that you're making progress, which I think most of you do, but some of you may not know exactly where you're going still, and that's okay. Again, the Chariot's going to take you exactly where you need to go, even when you don't know. You could also be getting a new vehicle too. The Chariot is a new vehicle card as well. The next card that we have is the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an Ace card, the Ace card is a card of newness. This is typically new baby, relationship proposal, marriage. I'm not sure if there's a new career or financial relationship coming into play, or this could be proposal in terms of a new opportunity. So again, you're making progress. Maybe you just can't even see this opportunity coming yet, but definitely making progress towards that new. At the bottom here, we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card of stress, exhaustion, having too many burdens. Do be careful of like overcommitting this month. I think you're going to be really tapped out. We talked that it's going to be a busy few weeks in the remainder of the month, so just be aware of that and don't let yourself get burnt out. Don't overcommit. I feel like if you keep saying yes, they're going to keep giving you work, so just be careful of that. Woohoo! Okay. We talked about this earlier. I love when we get the same card on top of each other. So we have the Chariot on the Chariot here. Again, the vroom vroom card. There's action, there's change. You're on this journey. And I can't tell you enough, if you don't know exactly where you're going, just trust you're going to the right place with the Chariot. Definitely, some of you are getting a new car with that as well. The next card that we have is the Five of Pentacles. There is some worry around this relationship, or there's some worry around this opportunity. I think it's again because there's some unknown here. But again, trust the Chariot's taking you to the right place, connecting you with the right people, connecting you with the right opportunities just when you need it, Virgo. At the bottom here, we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a celebratory card. You're going to be glad that you did. This is also a card of circle of support. So if you are getting overwhelmed, you have too many things on your plate, too many burdens, you have this nice circle of support, so don't hesitate to ask for help. Moving on now, let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. We have the new beginning card. An adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love. So first up, we have the Hangman. The Hangman can be a stagnant card. You see this person is quite literally hanging there by their foot, waiting. Typically you need some sort of information, but again, things feel a little stagnant, feel a little bit like waiting. This can also be a card of sacrifice too, so you'd be having to make some sacrifices for a relationship, trying to make something work there. The next card that we have is the Ace of Wands. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Wands, it does seem like there's something new coming. Hopefully this is the movement that you were looking for. But with the Ace of Wands, it's typically new project, new creative idea, some sort of inspiration or urge to get things moving. And at the bottom here, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card, again, of being very traditional, being very conventional. We need to do something different to get things moving. So we're stagnant here. The opportunity's coming, and I like this because this is the urge. This is the urge to change things up to get to where we want to be. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of being persistent, and in this case we need to start taking action and then be persistent on it here, Virgo. The next card that we have is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a wonderful relationship card. It's very domestic, so if you're hoping for new friendship, new relationship, marriage, to grow your family, this is the Queen of Pentacles. So this is the urge we need to get to whatever this relationship or family matter is that you want. At the bottom here we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a card of putting in the hard work, but then reaping the benefits of it. Love the Knight of Pentacles. So if you take this action, if you make this effort, you're going to get what you want out of the situation. So change up the routine, change up something you're doing with the Hierophant so you can get to this thing that you are hoping for. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card, I Will Forgive. This one's pretty literal too here, Virgo. It means that some forgiveness needs to happen. Sometimes we're forgiving ourselves, sometimes we're forgiving others. Everyone's situation is a little bit different, but it does look like we have some forgiveness slotted for this month. But let's see what messages we have coming through here. So first up we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a really generous card. This is interesting. So I think someone that you have had a conflict or an issue with will come to you because they need your help, or vice versa. You'll go to somebody that you've previously had a conflict or issue with because you need their help. Again, this is giving or receiving help. But this is going to kind of ignite the forgiveness. And I actually think you'll be able to move forward from this situation quite well. The next card we have is the Knight of Swords. If you look at this card, both the horse and rider are moving very quickly here. Things are happening fast, so there won't be a lot of time to not forgive, to be honest. Either, again, you'll need help quickly or they'll need help quickly. Something is happening fast, we'll need support. But before we can give or get that support, there will need to be some forgiveness. At the bottom here, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a great love card. This is romantic love, partnership, proposal, marriage, friendship. So again, I think this is reigniting this relationship. I think there's some repair in order that goes with this forgiveness. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Knight of Swords. Again, something's going to happen fast where you'll need them or they'll need you. We have the Wheel of Fortune. If you've watched my readings before, you know I love the Wheel of Fortune, but this is a turning point. This is a turning point for this relationship. This is a turning point for the forgiveness. It's almost like you come together because something has to happen and there's just no time for anything else. And at the bottom here, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a card of healing. It's a card of support. So right in line with that forgiveness. And again, the relationship looks to be thriving after this situation. So take that for what it's worth. All right, Virgo, at this point, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. And we have the cat here to help. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1, we have the 8 of Hearts. This is number 36 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2, we have the 10 of Diamonds. This is number 8 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3, we have the 8 of Diamonds. This is number 44 card. That's going to be a no. So 3 no's across the board there for you, Virgo. We're also going to pull or take a look at our crystal of the month from our Healing Stones deck. Your crystal for July is calcite, which is good for courage, growth, really fades any lethargic energy there is, gives you new drive and new ideas. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Virgo, your healing note says, healing takes courage and we all have courage even if we have to dig a little to find it. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Virgo, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your July.